Hey, John with Mako here. I'm going to show you how to use crystal glazes as a standalone glaze so you can have a beautiful piece that's bursting with color just like this heart. So let's get started and talk a little bit about these jungle gems and crystal lights. Non-toxic glaze. Now, if you look at the bottle, you can see that all the little crystals hang out in the bottom. So it's important for us, the very first thing before we use any of the jungle gems or crystal lights, that we thoroughly mix them up. Now, shaking is not enough. You have to get down in there with some sort of a stick or palette knife, or you can even use the back end of the paintbrush, which is what you're going to see me doing. I've got my soft fan brush that I'm going to use to apply it with, and you can get down in there. Now, listen closely. You can hear that grittiness down at the bottom. That's letting you know that those crystals are still hanging out down there, so get down in there and really mix it. Now, because this glaze is non-toxic, the minute I stop stirring this, the crystals are immediately going to start dropping back down and getting lazy at the bottom of the bottle. So let's trick them and not give them a place to hide, and let's pour some of this glaze while it's completely mixed right out onto a flat surface. I'm using a styrofoam plate, but you could use a glazed tile or even a piece of aluminum foil. This way, when I dip my brush in, there's no place for them to hide, and I'm going to get crystals in every brushful, kind of like raisins in every spoonful. So I've got a piece here that I've started with one coat of the glaze, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to get this additional coats. Now, I'm using the soft fan brush, and it's important that you really fill it up full with glaze. Don't be stingy. Get in there and really fill it up full. See how I've got lots of crystals and lots of glaze on my brush? Then I'm just going to glide this across the piece. Now, the fan brush is the ideal brush because it's spreading those crystals out evenly. We don't want to have them all jammed up into a traffic jam all in one spot. We want to spread them out as even as possible. Kind of like when you're putting cookies on a cookie sheet. If you get them all too close together, when they bake, they're going to spread out. So these are also going to bloom open and spread out during the firing. So pay attention to how you're applying these crystals. Now, when I reload my brush, I'm getting back in there and filling it up just as full for every brush full of glaze. That way I'm sure to get the right amount of glaze on the piece. Now, make sure that you're using a shelf cone 04 bisque, and you're going to fire this to shelf cone 05, 06. So it does have that firing range for you. Now, they are non-toxic and they are food safe, but remember they do have a surface issue that you wouldn't want to use this on a project that the food or the drink would actually sit on it. So now you can see just how easy jungle gems and crystal lights are to use, and any artist can use crystals. Just remember that it's art in a jar. So if you're stumbling on what to put on your next pottery project, grab those jungle gems and crystal lights and let them do the work so you don't have to.